Hello everyone, my name is Carlie Hamilton and I'm back again with another scrapbook process video for you. Now this one is the second half of another layout that I've done, and you can check out that one on my channel. I've called it Korean Food, and I'll put a link below so that you can check it out. This one has photos from the same day, or the same we were at a restaurant and we were eating food, so the same food. And while the page isn't exactly the same as the other page, I am using the same colors and I've got some elements there that tie the two together. So like the other page, I am matting it with some plain cardstock, and I've used a really bright patterned paper for the background. And this paper is from the same line as the other paper. It's Dear Lizzie in her Daydreamer collection. And so what I'm doing right now is, as per usual, I'm playing around with the placement of my photos and just trying to work out exactly how on earth I'm going to put this together. I decided to bring out a whole heap of frames that I have. I really love frames. I bought the Pier collection of frames and loved them, so I went a bit frame crazy and just bought a whole heap of frames from everywhere that I could get my hands onto them. So some of these are some leftovers I still have from the Pier collection. The other ones are some older Dear Lizzie frames, and I've also got some fabric frames from Maggie Holmes. So I've already decided by now that this layout has to have frames. I just have to use them, and the only problem is just trying to make it all work together. Now I wish I had more frames the size of that little one up the top there, because it fits my photos in there perfectly, but that's the only frame I have that is that size. So I make do, and as you can see, I've got the layout coming together now. I've got in the top left hand corner there, I've got photos of me and my friends at the restaurant, and the rest of them are food. Now because those two photos don't fit like perfectly in that frame, I need to put something behind them. I thought the plain green cardstock, it just stood out way too much. I want the emphasis to be on the photos and not in the pattern paper. So I go with this this lighter blue color. It's the same sort of color that's in the light blue stripe, and it's also from the Dear Lizzie range. And this paper makes the photos stand out more, or be the focus instead of what's in the background. So I start sticking things down now, and I'm using a bit of glue there just because with my double-sided tape I have to lift it up in order to stick it down, and I didn't really want to move the placement of the photos too much. With most of the rest of everything else, I just used my double-sided tape to stick everything down there. Because I really wanted to use these extra two photos as well, and because my picture there isn't quite big enough for the frame, I decided to tuck the photos under those heart embellishments that are already stuck on the frame, have them coming out of the frame there, and I really love the way that that's actually turned out. Now that everything is stuck down, I start bringing out my embellishments. Now I see my my doilies, and I instantly think that that would go great behind those photos that are sticking out there. So I end up going for the largest size doily and sticking that down underneath. I've also got a flare badge there that I really want to use on this page. It's got different colored polka dots on it, and I really want to use it because the page opposite it, which I have another video for, which I've mentioned earlier, that page has the polka dots as the background, so I really want them, this flare badge on this page, just to tie the two together. So you can see me rummaging through all my my boxes full of embellishments. So I've got boxes for flat embellishments, and then boxes like this one with more dimensional elements, and I have them sorted by colour. So I'm going through them and pulling out things that are the colours that I want to use. As you can see there, green and yellow are the embellishment colours that I've chosen to use. This one here is a sticker sheet from Jelly Bean Soup that also has similar colours. So now that I've pulled out a whole heap of stuff, I start arranging them around my page just to try and find places for everything to go. And what I like to do with sticker sheets is actually cut out the stickers. That way I can place them on the page and move them around and have a better idea of how things are going to look. As usual, I like to put buttons on my pages, lots of buttons. And I also want to use this yellow bow because the page opposite has a bow as well, so it sort of ties them together. And because I've got 3 different bow embellishments there, I've got like a die cut and a sticker as well. I decide that each of my clusters can have a little bow to bring them to tie them all in together. So just placing everything around the page. And now that I'm ready to start sticking some things down, so I cut off the end of this little flag banner sticker, and that's where I'm going to put my title right there. So I've gotten out my box where I keep all my alpha stickers, and I pull out this Studio Calico tile stickers. They're like a corally peachy sort of colour. I'm a bit obsessed with these tile letter stickers at the moment. I don't know why, but I love them. I want this title to be Hot Pot, so I'm writing it backwards. I started writing hot there to go on the as the last word, but then I realized no, hang on, that word's pot. So Hot Pot. So if you haven't figured it out already yet, this is another layout for my Korean album. It is actually the 59th layout that I've made this year, and it was fairly quick to come together, I guess because I already had the other page done as some kind of inspiration. So I already knew kind of some of the elements that I wanted to do, and with the background, how I wanted to have it matted on cardstock. So it came together fairly quickly. So there I am trying to find out where I'm going to place that flare badge, and I really want it on there, so I stick it down. Now this cluster over that side there on the left hand side is a little bit more complicated. I've got lots of elements there that I really want to stick down. So I've got the other side of that banner sticker that I cut off that I want to stick down, and also some stars, star shaped, which are from Jelly Bean Soup. Sticking down the frames with some glue as well. And I used a sponge there just to mop up some of the excess glue that seeps out. With that green label sticker that I stuck down on top of the frame, I was actually covering up some wording on the frame. It said date on there, and I wasn't 100% sure of what the actual date of this layout was. I'm sure I could find out if I went back through all my Facebook archives and everything like that, but the date isn't too important to me, so I covered it up. Now I'm getting towards the end of a layout when I start bringing out the enamel dots, and I've chosen some basic grey dots here. Oh, and I also have a little look through my my stuff there. I wanted a pink button because, as you can see, I've got Hot Pot in one cluster, that's that pink color. Then down the bottom I've got those pink hearts, and that cluster to the top left there, it needed some pink as well, so I got out a pink button just to tie it all together. So I'm just placing random enamel dots all over the place. I love enamel dots. They're just great. They're so easy to use on a page. They go on every single page. I mean, potentially they could go on every single page, and they just work. There we go. And that's with the enamel dots, you know that I'm pretty much done. So there's a bit of a close-up of my page, and I'm going to show you some photos as well. So everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of this layout, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching everyone. Bye!